we talk about sexism. Hey guys, Darkovika here. No sherbet today because this vlog is going to be something kind of touchy. I want to talk about video games, the gaming industry, and girls, and where women are. Let's talk about something really fast. The video game industry. The reason I'm recording this video is because of something that happened a little while back that actually made me start thinking. And as many of you may or may not know, I am currently in college in my last year-ish for video game programming. I am a programmer, or rather I'm studying to be a programmer, as many of you probably have noticed from some of the videos I've uploaded. I work in different engines. I work in Unity, I work in Unreal Engine 4, I worked in UDK before. UDK. It's a programmer's nightmare. Kismet. One of the things that seems to be written about a lot is, insofar as the game industry goes, is the lack of women in the industry itself, is the lack of female representation within the working industry. And this is true, but it's not really the industry's fault. I mean, I can honestly tell you, and this isn't like bragging or anything, this is a fact. Out of my entire major, I've met one other female programmer. One. In my entire major, in my entire school. And there are a lot of students at my school. At most of my video game classes, like right now in my advanced level design class, there's me and one other girl. And we're both team leads. I'm team lead for programming and she's team lead for art. Game art. It's not that the industry isn't hiring women when they're trying to apply or whatever. It might be the few that do apply for a position in an industry setting at a company, maybe they aren't good at what they do. I mean, they still have to hire someone who knows what they're doing. So already the selection is smaller than it even was before. And there just aren't that many of us. And when I started thinking about that, I mean, like, this was brought up because one of my teachers, he was like looking at an article while we were all packing up, getting ready to go home at like 10:30 at night. And he just starts laughing. And we were like, "What's up?" And he was like, "There's an article talking about how the game industry is sexist." I laughed. And he was like, "That's ridiculous. And the reason is right here in front of all of us. Look around the room." And we all looked around the room and there was like 17 guys and me. The gaming industry is small. People don't realize this, but this industry is small. Like, it is not a big industry. Even with indie game designers and programmers and all of that fun stuff, indie companies, it's still a very small community. It can still be considered a community. I started thinking about this and why. And there are a couple reasons why, I think. Like recently, and by recently I mean in the last like 6 months or so, there was like this thing that was going around. It was like kind of viral. It was about a Barbie book that was released. And it was like Barbie Engineer or Barbie Programs a Video Game. I don't really remember. And it was like a lot of people were really upset about the book. And I would have to read the book to really give you like a concise review of it. So I'm not one way or another because I haven't read it. But what I did notice was one thing about it was a part where Barbie said, "I'm not programming the game." They had like snapshots of some of the pages. "I'm not programming the game. I only do the art." Or "I only draw the pretty pictures," is what I think she said exactly, like word for word. "I only draw the pretty pictures," or "I only drew the animals." And she needed her 2 guy friends to program the game for her. Now, inadvertently, that doesn't really mean anything. It's just sort of like, okay, she has 2 guy friends who are programmers. That's if we're being honest, it's an accurate representation of the video game industry. But when it comes down to it, I mean, like, that's a Barbie book. First of all, it's Barbie. Like, I can't tell you how much of my childhood was, like, dedicated to Barbies and Barbie. And, like, I mean, I still had Barbie dolls in, like, middle school. I was like an 8th grader and still playing with my Barbie dolls and my Beanie Babies and my little stuffed animals, okay? When I think about the video games that exist for girls, like, they all have the exact same theme. They all have the exact same idea, color scheme, topic. It's all fashion, dating, getting married, boys, high school romance, babies. Nothing past that, like raising a baby, pets, animals, lots of animals, like little baby animals. Everything is not gearing, it's just really directed. And even when it's like, yeah, it's a fighting game for girls, it's like really colorful, pinks, lots of pinks, purples. I mean, like, there are sections in stores, and it's like girl section, and it's got like princess dolls, princess dresses, pink, purple, makeup, jewelry. It's the same exact thing over and over again. And then you got the boys section, which doesn't have any of that. Obviously, this can go both ways. Maybe a boy wants to buy a princess doll. Why shouldn't he be allowed to? It should just be the toy section. Colorful pink princess section. Not colorful pink princess section. Transformers, Ninja Turtles. I mean, like, I loved the Ninja Turtles. I loved Beavis and Butthead when I was like 4. Didn't understand what any of it meant, but I did. I had a brother who's 13 years older than me. I learned how to belch when I was like 5 on command. I was around BB guns. I also had Barbie dolls. I played G.I. Joes with my older brother. We played house with the G.I. Joes. It's kind of weird. Girls who don't have an older brother, and I'm being 100% serious, by the way, girls who don't have that kind of influence are not knowingly geared towards certain things. My mother, obviously not on purpose, bought me a lot of girly things. My bedroom as a child was all pink. I had like a canopy. I had like stuffed animals, a vanity that they made. I had like I'm not even kidding, a vanity. I had like makeup, a little kid makeup, but like obviously it was all girl things. And I have proof of this. Let me turn this on really fast and then turn this off. Take a look at this right here. This is let me pull this forward. First of all, I typed in G in the tags. I need to see this really fast. In the tags, I typed in G. At the bottom of this list of tags, if you can see it, it says girl. There are girl games. Let's take a look at these games. I haven't looked at them. Look at this. Anime character dress up. Bieber bottle bash. I don't know what that is. Kill Justin Bieber. Okay, I like this one. Call of Bieber. Lilith, it's Valentine's Day. What are the tags for this? Difference. Kids. Girl. Vampire. Here's a guy of my dreams, a dating game, hidden object. It looks cute and cuddly. I actually might play this. This looks kind of cool. Anime chat. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Well, anyways, you get the point. There's also, that's Congregate. In addictinggames.com, here's a tab for girls. You got a lot of pink. A lot of pink. What is this one? Hairdresser, horrors, vomit. Stylish girl, I don't know, cake shop, you know, cookie. There's lots of cooking. It's all kind of the same thing. Jellyfish rescue. Like I said, a lot of animals. Like, a lot of animal stuff. But look at all of this. Every single one of these has like a really similar art style. Bieber kisser, addicting dress up, fashion expo, woman on top, kiss mat, high school cheerleader, naughty supermarket, the boyfriend trainer, make me over, charger escape, cake shop, speed bait. You get the point. They're all the same exact day at high school. They're all the exact same thing. Over and over again. Literally. This is what girl gaming is. Dress Paris in jail. Seriously? Is that really a thing? That's a thing? Alright, well anyways, you get the point. I forgot ads. I mean, like, literally. Dress Paris Hilton in prison. That's a thing. I can't believe it. I can't believe that's a thing. Dress Paris Hilton in prison. Even worse is the fact that it works. Like, the reason it still exists. I mean, those were the top played games in the girls section. Obviously, on Congregate, there were other types of games. There were gun girl games, other zombie games, you know? It isn't dictated. Like, there are other games that just happen to have maybe funny girl themes, but the other games are the ones that are popular. Those are the ones that are getting attention. And that means girls, without realizing it, are being trained. I want to be a hairdresser. I want to be a makeup artist, an actress. I want to be where the people are. A Little Mermaid. There we go. I want to be a Disney princess. Obviously, I don't even know how to change this. It's still a successful thing, which means it's not going to change unless it stops being successful. So when people are like, I don't know why people still, you know, freak out over girls being gamers and playing like actual games and stuff, it's still kind of weird, because even when a girl is a gamer, it's usually either Call of Duty or some like, or dating games on like their iPhone. And like, again, that's just because that's what we've been trained to play. I enjoy dating games. I do. Otomes, I totally play the hell out of them, and I play them very seriously, let me just say. But that's just because, like, again, that was like part of my childhood was romances, Disney princess movies, wanting to be a part of that perfect romance and then having these games where you could play out that perfect romance. It's one of those things that doesn't have an obvious solution. Girls are still being trained to believe certain things are their destiny or their fate. When I was a kid, my mom made me believe that I could do absolutely anything I wanted to do. If I said, I want to be a detective, she was like, cool, what else? I want to be the president, cool, what else? I want to be an actor, cool, do that. You know, like, that was my mother. So because of that, a lot of the things that influenced me, hey, I'm allowed to like this. I can be or do or act however I want so long as I'm a good person. That was the way my mother raised me. So despite the fact that I had a lot of girl influences as a child, Barbie point and click games, Nancy Drew games, nothing wrong with those. Those are awesome. Many of them gave me nightmares because they were so scary. Let me just say, they need more women in the industry because they're getting such flack from reporters, magazines, articles, critics. There are no women in the industry, and they're like, come on, what's wrong with you, Bethesda? Where are your women? And Bethesda goes, please, point them to us. We need good women programmers. I mean, Jesus, we're trying. But, like, that's a thing, is women in the industry. It's not because, you know, the industry is sexist. That's not it at all. Like, the industry shouldn't be receiving flack for that. Media should be, because that's just the way we've been raised, is to believe that we don't do anything with computers. We don't know how to work computers. If we have a computer problem, call Ken and his friends. Time to call Ken. If we have a virus, call Ken and his friends. Time to call a dude guy, because they work with computers. They don't have a life. They're supposed to be the ones who are all technical and do manly stuff. Girls don't need to know how to learn that stuff. It's literally the thing. And, like, I still get faced with that on a day-to-day basis, not knowingly. I went on a video once for a tutorial for programming, and someone, like, the person doing the tutorial was a girl. And, like, half of the comments was, holy crap, a female programmer, there's no such thing. She's probably just reading a script. She doesn't know what she's talking about. It is crazy how easily you are dismissed in anything that's a boy thing just because you're a girl. I face this way more often than I should, is immediate scorn because I am a woman, and I immediately feel like I have to defend myself or speak in extreme jargon in order to prove that I know what I'm talking about. Like, people who say, you're not a gamer, and I'm like, why? Because you play otomes, or you don't play Call of Duty, or you probably only play Call of Duty. No, I hate Call of Duty. Then you're not a gamer. I'm sorry, that is the most backwards thing I've ever heard. I'm not a gamer because I probably play Call of Duty. I'm not a gamer because I don't play Call of Duty. I'm sorry. What? Make up your bloody minds! I also play Fable. I also play Skyrim. I also play RPGs and fighter games and other things. I play Super Smash Brothers. Oh, that's a kid's game. Make up your bloody mind. The only reason I'm not a gamer is because I'm a woman. That's it. Admit it. That's pretty much everything I wanted to go over. Oh, I forgot to change everything back to, well, this was recorded at live stream settings. Oops. Find out how that goes when I go to edit it. 60 frames per second, 800 kilobytes, 800 bitrate max. It's gonna look awful. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video. I hope you don't mind my crazy rant about the industry and women and just life in general. I have great stories about this. I will save that for another vlog. So, see you all in the next video. Sherbert's over yonder, so he can't say goodbye to you guys, but I will see you in the next video. Bye.